Welcome viewers, I'm Jim Johnson with Home News Update. We're here to give you the latest information on the home improvement market and what that can do to benefit you and the value of your home. And we're also going to introduce you to some of the area specialists on how to get the job done right. So let's take a minute, let's go inside and take a look at a home improvement project. Well, today we are taking a look at a single family home that's 15 years old. The original owners decided it was time to do some much needed upgrades and repairs. Well, they hired Black Oak Renovations to take on the project. Black Oak Renovations is a leading home improvement contractor that specializes in kitchen and bathroom remodels, room additions, and home flips. Well, today John Carr, the owner of Black Oak Renovations, happens to be here. So let's go see and ask him some questions on why it's important to hire a professional to do those upgrades and remodels. Hey John, how you doing today?
Hey Jim, how's it going?
Doing great,
Good
man.
to see you.
Good to see you. Now, we've been talking about home improvement. What are some of the most sought after updates that people are looking to do in their home?
Well, actually, the top three are a kitchen renovation, and then a master bathroom, master bedroom renovation, and room additions.
Is it important for someone who's wanting to do a home improvement or renovation to use a contractor?
It depends on the type of project they're wanting to do. If you're just looking to paint the house, you don't need a contractor to paint the house. You can hire somebody to come in and paint or do it yourself. But when you get into a large-scale renovation where you're doing a lot of electrical work, plumbing, or say in the case you want to do a room addition, that room addition needs to be done by a contractor because the permits need to be pulled, footers need to be poured, inspections need to take place. That's really key whenever you decide that you're going to sell your home downstream, because it creates a nightmare for you as a seller if that work was not permitted. Not every job needs a contractor, but it's good to consult for sure.
Now, John, how do you personally work with a customer and find out what it is exactly they want or they need for their home?
Well, planning is key. And so what I do is I meet with the customer, whether it's just the individual or, as a couple, and I just let them talk. I ask them questions about what they're interested in doing and just try to get ideas from them. Basically, the concept of the job starts at that point.
One of the most important questions people have is just how long does it take to do a remodel?
The interesting thing about renovations is that basically every one of them is a custom job. Typically, a renovation runs about 4 to 12 weeks, so you need to plan on that, plan vacations and those kinds of things around a major renovation.
One more question. What differentiates you from the other contractors in the industry?
One of the big things is that I don't require a deposit to start work, which I feel is important. I think that's a big thing whenever I can sit down with a customer, we finalize our plans, we sign the contract, we shake hands and agree on a start time, and then I'm not asking them for a check up front to start work. And I think that's important. Just kind of sets my customers at ease. And then I think one of the other things too that is important is that I'm a hands-on contractor. I'm on site. I'm here, I'm in the process, the demo process, the installation process, the follow-up, the questions and things like that. So I think those two things are important, and it kind of sets the tone with the concept. I'm there at the start and I'm there at the completion.
Well, that's some great information, John. Can you take us on a tour of the home?
Absolutely.
You did a terrific job in this foyer. Tell me what you did in here.
What we wanted to do is just create a little bit of a more of a formal look in the entry. When you come through, it makes the first impact. And so what we did is we put some chair rail in and then followed up with the little boxes down here. And then one of the things we did was we worked with a painter to highlight the boxes that we put in here. So if you look at the pictures that are on here, we've got our white trim, a little bit lighter gray around it, and then carried it all the way up the staircase. It's really a great entry.
Why do people generally do these kind of renovations in a home today?
It varies. Like the folks that live in this house, they're just wanting to make some modifications and just really kind of spruce it up a little bit. Other people are looking to add value to the house for resale, or they're just wanting to refinance or something like that. So there's a lot of different reasons behind it, but typically it's just to improve the overall appearance.
This bedroom looks pretty incredible. What did you do in here?
We wanted an accent wall across the long back wall of the bedroom in here. We used some 1x4 material and spaced it. Then we took and we set our base trim out and the crown molding, set them out to accommodate, and put it back together, painted it in. It just gives it that little something extra when you walk in here, not just a big long blank open wall.
Let's take a look at what one would say is the most renovated area in the home, the kitchen. Now, John, what did you do in here?
Well, in this kitchen, one of the things that we did is we started with the flooring. We went in and we decided to go with a product called luxury vinyl tile. Now, before we put the tile down, there were a few humps in the floor that we had to go underneath in the crawl space to correct those so that our vinyl tile would lay flat. That product is rapidly becoming the #1 go-to floor surface because of it's waterproof, so it's easy to clean up. If you had a problem, if you dropped a pan or a knife or something and skinned it or cut it or broke it in some way, all you have to do is pop that one particular piece out and put it back in, and life is good. We put in a new tile backsplash, and this is a gloss marble backsplash that was put in on a diamond pattern. If you look over here on the back side of the stove, we turned our pattern and went a different direction intentionally, kind of to draw your eye to it and break up that pattern. And then we put new lighting up in here to brighten it up and just change the overall appearance of the room. And then, of course, we freshened it up with new paint. Great looking room.
Wow, this room's pretty incredible.
Yeah, this turned out really well. This was actually just an unused attic space. The homeowners talked about it and liked the opportunity to take and turn this into a bedroom/office.
Well, John, one of the things that seems to stick out to me in this room are these bookshelves that are behind us. Tell us what you did to make those happen.
Yeah, they turned out really well. Actually, just in the construction of this house, you see there's a dormer window that was put in, and it created a great opportunity to come in and square these down and stick two very utilitarian bookshelves in here.
I know you were saying this is an office/bedroom, but isn't there some kind of regulations that you have to follow in order to actually call something like this a bedroom?
One of the most important things is that you have to have egress or a way to get out in the event of a fire. All we did was just put a different window in. We lengthened the size of the window that was in there. Now we meet egress. We're in good shape to call it a bedroom. Yeah, in order to consider this a bedroom, you have to have a closet in here and put a lot of stuff up here.
Well, John, thanks again for taking the time to show us around this home and the incredible work that you and your team do. Now, the big question on everybody's mind is, how does anyone get in touch with you?
Folks, you can reach us on the web at blackoakrenovations.com and go to our contact page to schedule an appointment, or you can reach me on my cell phone at 865-805-7544.
Make sure you give John at Black Oak Renovations a call today. Thanks again for tuning in to Home News Update. Be sure to check out our updates on our YouTube channel. And be sure to share it and like us and tell your friends what's going on.